Welcome to Free Soul Awakening, the podcast that invites you to liberate yourself from conditioning, fear, and self-doubt. And remember that your soul was never meant to be caged, it was meant to be free.
Hey guys, my name is Ashley and welcome to Free Soul Awakening. I took a little hiatus. I had a lot going on. I was moving, was going through some stuff, but we're back and we're very excited. Well, I'm very excited and I have my amazing cousin today as my guest. And well, welcome back. Welcome, Danielle. It's been too
Oh my
long.
God, it is so glad. I'm so glad to be back.
Yeah, you should.
I haven't seen you in so long. It's been like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, and guys, just wanted to let you know I'm on Instagram, freesoul_ash. My website's up, freesoulmediumship.com, so you can book sessions with me. And I think that's it. I'm an eminential medium. I've been on my healing journey for about 4 years. And yeah, and Danielle's a cat, so that's cool.
I was gonna say, and it's Halloween tomorrow.
Yes, and it's
Yeah.
Halloween for my
When
pumpkin
this
shirt.
comes out, it'll be in the past, but as we record, yes. Halloween.
Yes. Yes.
Gonna
And
eat some
so
candy.
hell yeah. My son only said I could have 2
Mhm.
pieces of candy though. So I said, "Can I have
Per
1 piece?"
day
And
or for the whole no, just
the whole
total?
thing. So I said, "Can
Dang.
I have a piece of
Strict.
candy?" Yes. And he's even for 1 piece, he said, yeah, 1." And I said, "Well, what about 2?" And he goes, "No." Okay. And my son's 6, so he's, at that age where he just doesn't want to share his candy. And I don't blame him. I never want to share my candy. Never.
That is fair.
You know?
Yeah. I remember when we used to trick or treat, Papa Stretz would just steal like the almond joys and we would just let him
Yeah.
because we were like, cool, you can have all those. It actually worked out
Yeah.
pretty well. Like, literally, like he was like, well, I'll just take this one. This was always the almond joys. And we were like, okay.
Okay. You know what? I
Yeah.
don't even think I've had an almond joy. I don't think
Really?
I've ever had an
They're
almond joy.
actually,
Yeah, no.
as I've gotten older, they've grown on me. I'm going to be honest. They're the coconut
Oh,
with
see, I
the,
hate coconut. That's probably why. I don't
yeah,
like
and
it's the
it's a,
texture. It's the texture.
mm-hmm,
And I also don't like the taste of coconut.
mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, coconut's
yeah,
divisive. Coconut's like
yeah.
pickles. It's like people really hate or love.
Love it or hate it.
I'm a love now. Growing up though, I was a hate. But now I've come to appreciate coconut for what it is and actually kind of like it. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I should give it a try now. It's been years since I've had coconut. I probably still won't like it. I hate the texture. I don't know what they're doing. Don't. Or that's just the way the
It
coconut
is
is.
interesting that it's like shavings. No, it is interesting that it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
shavings. Like I can't think of any
yeah.
other. I mean, there probably is. I do not know many exotic fruits and things, but I can't think of anything that has shavings like that has that
Yeah,
texture
there.
other than like coconut.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is. It's a unique
Guys, let us
situation.
know in the comments if you like coconut or don't like coconut.
Honestly, I mean, it's a
Alright.
good.
Yeah, for
I am
real.
curious to know what. I genuinely bet it's like a 50-50. Like I would not
I
be
would
surprised.
agree. I would agree. Huh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into today's episode. So, me and Danielle just got back from our yearly vacation. We've been taking this vacation for about this is our 4th year, 4th and last
Yeah.
for a while, for a while. So Danielle lives in Arizona, so I fly out to Arizona, and then what we do is we road trip through Arizona, through Utah to Colorado. And so we visit different national parks and stuff there. And so this was our last year until I think we're gonna do like a 10-year. So the first year we went was in 2022. So I think in 2032 we're gonna go back and do a similar one. But I think next year and the years after we're gonna visit different places and different national parks because we love
Mhm.
hiking and I love the mountains. They're my favorite place.
But
But
yeah, we're
yeah,
gonna try to get maybe some Pacific Northwest in there, some Northern California, stuff like that, just because. Not that we could do the Utah national parks
there.
and stuff like every year if you wanted, for sure. It's
Yeah.
just Gotta mix it up. I want to see a giant tree, like a
Yeah,
really
same.
big tree,
Same. Yeah.
like really bad, one you can
Yeah.
drive through. But then that's really sad that you can drive through it, because that means that they
Um,
had to blow it out. But
Cut
still,
it out. That's
maybe
okay.
one you could drive through, but can't, but like actually can't, if that makes sense. Like big enough,
Okay, yeah.
no hole.
Maybe it's like a natural hole.
Tree,
People are gonna
natural
love this
tree hole.
episode.
Wait, trees have holes
Trees do have holes,
that
yeah.
are, I think, made by like animals. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
see, this is why we
Or
need to go see the trees, because we don't know shit about the trees.
we don't know shit about trees.
We know about the mountains, and so now
Yes.
we need to mix in some trees.
Yes.
We know a little bit about birds,
Tiny little bit.
just a little, un poquito.
And you know, since it's Halloween tomorrow, we figured we'd do like a little ghost episode.
Yeah,
Talk
hell
about
yeah.
ghosts. We did do what was it called? A ghost adventure? A ghost and not ghost encounter. Oh, just a ghost walking tour. So we did one of those walking tours in Denver where you go with a guide and he takes you around to different haunted buildings and tells you stories and stuff. So we figured we'd talk about that. I've been ghost hunting and had to have some experiences myself. I don't think, have you?
I've never been like ghost hunting or anything. Like, yeah, like I never, besides this stuff, like a walking tour or whatever, I've literally never like sought out a ghost before. like come here, ghost, like has not
It's
yet, at least. I'm not
yeah, yeah.
opposed. I'm honestly not opposed. Like,
No, it's actually fun. Like we went in South Carolina and me, Brooke, Lee, and our friend Jen, and we went in South Carolina to this like mansion and it was very active. It was really active. And you know, you don't
South
go
Carolina
there.
haunted.
South Carolina haunted. Yeah.
Denver haunted.
Denver's
Both
haunted.
of these places that you're discussing
Yes.
are very haunted. Philly
You
haunted.
well, Philly is for sure. I've never done a ghost tour in Philly. I don't think I want to. I don't think you should.
Okay, that's a good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just old is all. So therefore you're just like, that's, I don't know. I don't know what kind of ghost energy you're getting out of Philly, but there is definitely ghosts there and stuff, because it's just old.
Oh yeah, it's old.
Like,
It's old.
yeah.
But we
Yeah.
always go in, even like I've been ghost hunting a couple times, and you do go in respectfully. It's not something, you go in, you're just like, I want like we're very respectful to the energies that are there and the spirits that are there. And yeah, when me and Brooke went, it was very active. I actually took a picture. I would like take pictures randomly, and I'll see if I could like put this in. But I took a picture and you can see that it's a it's a guy and it looks like the guy used to own the mansion. And I was like, holy shit. And there was other things where they had, it's not EMF. Is it EMF? The little recorders with the radio frequencies, and you'd have to decipher like the in between the radio frequencies. And I remember the lady had it on and she was like saying whatever she was hearing, and she said Ashley. Obviously that's my name. And I was like, oh, they know I'm here. I was like, oh. And she said it
Yeah.
twice, and then like a couple minutes later she was like, Ashley. And I was like, oh God. Yeah.
And it's all like vibrations and energy, and
yeah.
like that's why it's so much of like sound and light and stuff like that. So like that's like I believe that, like that's how they like communicate. Do you think that they can like, do you think, maybe I don't want to like completely change the subject, but do you think ghosts can like hurt people? Like, do you think like they can't, so they can like say our names and they can say stuff, but like,
I mean, it depends on what you believe in, right? And I think it's just
yeah.
your opinion, because there are poltergeists, they say, and like demons that can hurt people, and can actually
And
move
but that
things
is that the
around.
same as like a ghost? Because for me, like ghost is like energy of person. Demon might be energy of person. I don't know.
I don't know, there's a lot of spiritual people that believe in demons and poltergeists and like negative energy, because there's always, polar opposites, right? So if you believe in good energies and light and love ghosts or spirits, then you kind of have to believe in negative energies and that. But I mean, you don't have to, but it is that polar opposite. But I think that a lot of people create that themselves, create that negative energy because of fear, or if you're
Hmm.
in a household where it's just really you and maybe your spouse are very at a low vibrational energy, maybe you just can't stand each other, you're arguing all the time, that can create negative energy and like poltergeist activity because you're literally feeding it with fear, and then like something happens, then you're
Yeah.
afraid. So you're literally creating it. I just had this conversation with my friend Danny yesterday. We were talking about like negative energies and creating that. And that's what I said. I said you feed it with fear, because we were talking about mediumship and she was asking me questions about mediumship and she said, "Are you ever afraid?" And I said, "No, I'm never afraid, because when I go into mediumship readings, I always set my intentions to connect with spirits of love and light only." So I
Yeah.
always ask my guides for protection, my past loved ones for protection against any negative activities or negative spirits. But I always say I want to connect with love and light, and I do. I've never had a bad experience. So yeah, I think it just depends. But some spiritual people do believe in demons, and they do, and they're not wrong. Like, I don't know. I think it's just your opinion of what you believe in. So in that case, then yeah, like
Yeah.
I always used to watch Paranormal State, and they had some stuff on there. I was like, whoa, what?
I guess it's like I'm just thinking of it again, like with all of the it's like vibrations and energies and stuff. I mean, I guess like some vibrations and things could be so like powerful that they can move things. And like, and I get it, like you have your good energies and your bad energies. I don't know why I'm like literally thinking of like, are there like serial killer ghosts out there? Like, are people? But that's not at
No,
all.
no,
Like,
no,
we're
no.
talking two completely separate things. Like, I don't think that that is even
You're going from like
like
Harvey Lilwood to
no, literally. I'm
actually
like, yeah.
ghosts that are killing everyone.
I just did, and that's I get what you were saying there. Like that's how I feel about ghosts as well. Is I'm not afraid of ghosts because I don't think one like correct. Like I'm not out seeking negative energy, negative. Like
Right. Yeah.
usually it feel like you're somewhere and you're like or whatever. Like you get like the intuition, like that kind of stuff. But it doesn't feel like danger. Now, how how would a ghost kill you? Drop something on you? Like I don't. You
Sure.
know what I
I
mean?
don't know.
Possess you and then you kill
Yeah, they
yourself.
could.
Like
Well, think of like The Exorcist,
I
right?
don't.
Wasn't that like a true story? Emily
Yeah.
Rose or something? Like she was so possessed that
Mhm.
she didn't eat and she
Yeah.
literally starved.
Yeah.
So
I see yeah, see, like, that
no. So
yeah,
I
like, I'm just kind
suppose.
of so when you go on, like, a ghost tour or something, I guess what I'm my whole point of this was that, like, you're not in my like, I don't I you're in my opinion, you're not in danger either when you do these
Right.
things. You're
Yeah.
just connecting and da 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 da, and I like how
Yeah.
you said, like, a
Like
lot of
just
people are
getting
scared
evidence.
of
Mhm.
any ghosts or any energy at all, whether it be positive
Yeah.
or negative, and, like, I yeah, I think that, like I totally, totally believe in it, but I don't believe in it to the point like, not to the point, but, like, I don't believe in being scared of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you can. I
Similar
think if you're
like you
going,
just said, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you're going ghost hunting, the last thing you want to do is be afraid of the spirits, because they, if they're there, they do want to communicate. And there has been evidence in the past, like Brooke has some evidence from spirits that she's seen in haunted places. And it's interesting, it's really interesting, and it's fun to go, and just like I said, be respectful. And as long as you're setting intentions even before you go into the place, like, hey, I don't want anything to follow me home. Because people are afraid of that too. They're like, "Oh, you're gonna bring it home." And it's like,
Yeah.
no, no. It's like when I do readings, the spirits don't stay with me. I always like cut
Mhm.
cords and make sure I shut myself down, but also they're with you. Like if I'm giving you a reading and your grandfather comes through, it's because
That's what I was gonna say, like,
you brought him to the session.
yeah. Yeah.
I didn't do it.
They don't do you think that they stay more for place or person? Like,
Mhm.
spirits? Do you think spirits stay more in a place or do they I don't wanna say follow people because that's not but like how you just said, like, they're there for our spirit guides probably follow
Yeah.
us. that they're kind of
Right.
gravitating towards us. They probably follow us from place to place, but
That's actually a good question because I was like,
or
they're in the spirit world, right? Like they're
maybe
not,
both. Maybe both.
yeah, because I was like, that's a good question. Like they are in, the spirit realm. So I don't know. Are
But
they
then
out
when you
there?
go connect with like a mansion, right? Like a mansion out
Yeah.
somewhere, those spirits seem to be more stuck in place maybe than person, or maybe they are stuck in person. I don't know. But
Yeah, and that's me and Brooke had this conversation and it was really interesting because I was like, what do you think about that? I forget what she said because I'm like, you want to think every spirit has moved on and is kind of in the spirit world and at peace, but I guess some spirits don't. They're attached to things or they're attached to like a certain house or a certain place, and so they really don't move on the way they should. So I don't know. It's a good
yeah.
question.
And then can they get stuck to like the wrong person in the same way? Like maybe like they're supposed to be on like one kind of like how we have our own problems. Does Spirit World have problems? Like they're like, damn, I
Oh,
have this ex I can't get over. I can't stop following that bitch around. I can't stop checking her Instagram. And all her spirit friends are like, girl, you're on a new assignment. And she's like, the new assignment's boring. Like, you don't see, and then I don't know. Now I'm like, uh, I've turned it into like
oh
a
my
TV
God,
drama,
that's
but like,
so funny. That's so funny. I never thought about that because
I ask him,
they're,
let me know.
they're that is absolutely hysterical because I've always been told and what I've learned is that once you pass and you do go back home, we go back to the spirit realm, there is no, what you're calling stalking, there is no possessiveness, everything's just
Yeah,
unconditional love. But it is funny to think about a spirit like that. That's like
yeah.
there's still like cliques and everyone's like, we don't like her. It's not from what I
Yeah.
understand,
It's
it's
not
not
like
really
that, I'm sure. Exactly. Like, because that would just be, at that point, it would just be a direct reflection of Earth or whatever. And there's no way that
right.
that's like what spirit is. I'm sure it has to be a more elevated, like, version
Oh,
of
it
us.
is.
There's just no way that it's the exact same thing in a different spot. That feels like, that. If anything in that case, it would have to be the exact opposite or something. There's literally just no way that it would be the exact same thing in another
No, and
spot.
and
That's
that's
just
that's what that's what
reality. Yeah.
yeah, that's what we say, right? I mean, Earth is like not that we're at a low vibrational, but spirit in the spirit world is very, very high
Hmm.
vibrational. We're very
Yep.
everything's unconditional love, and they just come from a place of unconditional love. There's no anger, there's no sadness, there's no
Hmm.
nothing. It's just everyone's at peace until they come back here and Earth is a school and a lesson. But it is funny to think of ghosts being like, girl, our souls exist within us. Like we are a spiritual being having a human experience. So we do have a soul, we do have a spirit, and that's why it's so important to get back to who we are on a soul level, but also know that we have to live our human lives. So, which includes
Yeah.
all the emotions, anger, sadness, but joy and happiness and fulfillment. So, all of that. And it's about finding a balance in between and finding out who we are. That's why I'm so passionate about people finding out who they are, who I am on a soul level. Because superficially, it's like, yeah, I'm Ashley, I like this and that, blah, blah, blah. But like, I want to be free. I want to be free of conditioning. I want to be free of any burdens I have of anxiety, of I just want to be, of course, I'm human, so I will have these emotions that come up, but I want to know who I am on a
But we
soul
live in
level
a
because our
society.
soul exists inside us. So when we die, that's what goes on. Our physical body is just a meat suit. We're literally in a suit. We're in
No.
a costume, and we're here for lessons for our soul to grow.
Hmm.
Because if you believe in reincarnation,
Yep.
I think I did a whole episode on this. But if you believe in reincarnation, our soul has to have multiple lives, and we continue to learn through different lives. And I think instead of coming back to Earth, I would make a good guide. I think I would want to be a guide when I die. Like, I think I want to.
Well,
tell
and
the
I
universe, "Hey,
think,
I don't know how that
yeah.
goes." Like, how do you have to fill in an application, or are you just assigned? You
Well,
know?
so I was gonna say that like the fact that you're like on the like journey and to understand and to at least like I think it's really we underestimate how brainwashed like everyone is. We like really
Yeah.
underestimate how
Yeah,
brainwashed
yeah,
everyone is. Like
for
it's tough.
yeah.
And people have always been brainwashed all throughout. There's always been and I it's a whole other conversation. But you're breaking free from all of the brainwashing and all of the conditioning and all of the stuff, right?
Yep,
And that I
starting.
think is the like path towards becoming probably a guide of actual spirit and like getting yourself out of the physical realm is it probably takes multiple times until you learn like you have to learn the lessons that like like so I don't
Yeah.
think there's like a sign up sheet, but I think it's more in just the way that you like
What
act
if
and move, and you're probably moving in the right
Yeah,
direction.
because
So hell yeah.
trying to level up, but I wonder how funny would it be if there's, like, an interview process and the universe or God, who whatever you believe is like, "So why would you make a good guide?" And I'm like, "Well, I've learned a lot on the earth, and I think I have a lot of advice," and he'll be like, "What about that time that you did this?" I'm like,
Denied.
"So," like, "Make a good
Well, and
point."
but
Yeah,
that
and he's gonna
feels
be like,
that yeah. And
"So
yeah.
what about this time?" And I'll be like, "Well, you know, made a mistake.
Yeah.
It's a mistake."
Like, I didn't think you were watching. I thought, like,
I'll
come
be
on,
like,
you
"Oh,
don't
you
take any
saw
breaks.
that?
That was Christmas. That was Christmas.
It was holiday, it was the season."
Literally, yeah. No, totally. But yeah, I think in the same way of like, it's probably not just like a physical embodiment of a human up there. I also probably don't think it's any normal process that we could even comprehend in order to like it's so
Oh,
high
I'm
vibrational and so
sure.
positive. So positive.
Yeah,
It's because interviews to me, well, especially nowadays, but interviews are so like low vibrational, unfortunately. And it's very like prove yourself to
right.
me, and I'm already looking for things I don't like about you because I want to be able to like be hard. Like that is such a low vibrational thing. Like it's not. No one here wants the best for anybody. Someone's lying because they want a job. The other person's
Yeah,
lying because they want to look
exactly.
like a hard ass. It's all
Yeah,
just like a bunch of bullshit going back and forth. So
yeah,
like that's a job interview, but again, that's how I think of a job interview. I think of it as like a low, so I imagine it's something way more positive and way more like, hey, here's a review of all of the positive things you've like. I feel like maybe they wouldn't
yeah.
like, they'll just
Or
keep
like,
putting you down here until finally it's your turn, and then they show you all the cool stuff you did to get there and are like, congratulations, like good job.
yeah, like
It's
your
probably more like
soul
that.
evolved. Like it's more of a
Yes,
evolution of
yes.
the
They
soul, like
keep
how
sending
much
you
have you
back or
learned.
whatever until it's
Yeah,
finally time, and then finally when you get up there, you get to be there like it's balloons or some shit, and they're like, "Hell yeah. Like, come on, you've done what you needed to do." But they would never I don't think that they tell you when you're doing things like not like explicitly tell you. You just keep going back to learn the lessons, like
exactly. Well, that's the point,
so,
right? Is that your soul's
yeah.
just like, "Hey, you didn't learn this thing, so you have to go back." And a lot of times people,
Yeah.
well, what I've heard from different spiritual people is that there are people lined up to get to Earth. Like, people wanna come back and experience this. And I'm like, "Why?" But I guess maybe when you're in the spirit world, you see things differently, and you go, "Oh, I could learn this," or "I do wanna experience this," for soul growth,
God, you're
but
so high vibrational that you're like literally still working on yourself. Jeez. Jeez.
yeah. Yeah, well, as a soul, right,
Cause that
your
is true. Like,
soul wants to evolve to the highest
yeah.
vibration that it can. So us being
Yeah.
down here on
People
Earth,
get
it's like
stagnant.
people get stagnant, they don't wanna learn lessons, they don't wanna move, they get comfortable, and it's like, "Hey, we gotta learn to overcome this, if not, you're gonna come back and you're gonna do it again," and you create karma, you create bad karma, good karma, you carry good karma and bad karma
Yeah.
from past lives, so, you know,
And
soul
I feel
evolution.
like what yeah, as like time goes on and stuff, there's new problems that have to be dealt with, and I wonder if they have to send back like old spirits to learn like new lessons like technology and shit like
Oh, no, no.
you know what I mean? Like you've been chilling for a long time, but they're like, "Hey, shit, there's this new lesson out. It's the instant gratification lesson, right? Like, it's never been more
Yeah.
prevalent than it is right now. Everyone needs everything right this second. And you're from the 1820s when everything took 3,000 years. You didn't need to learn that lesson. You didn't know what instant gratification was.
Right,
Instant
it took me
gratification, what
2
was that?
years just to get on a horse to mail a letter,
Literally,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
And then
You're
you're
like, what
sick,
the,
and then you
yeah.
die.
And you're so hardened by like sickness and just like nothing. And then so now you got to go back and it's like the Labubu epidemic, the 6-7 epidemic. You got to deal with, you got to come back and learn the lesson of like,
And they're
of
like, there's this new
what's gone
Excel
wrong.
spreadsheet, and you need to learn it in order to grow.
AI, they need a, like AI, yeah, literally. Oh, I would be so
Yeah.
mad. You've been chilling, you've been helping
Mhm.
people, you've been guiding people, and maybe, but that literally is like the nature of life. Is like you're guiding people for so long, and then eventually the problems will outgrow the guidance, and you unfortunately will have to learn lessons again. Like your life can literally change like in an instant, and you have to learn all new lessons. You could be walking down the street, and someone just takes a saw to your leg. You're literally one-legged now for the rest of your life. That's an extreme. I know. I'm sorry. Halloween episode. I'm thinking about Jason.
Halloween
Whatever.
chainsaw.
But I'm just saying, like, that is I cannot even imagine how much new challenges and I understand that that's like not exactly what we're saying when we say challenges, but like that's a physical embodiment
Or
of
like
a challenge.
if some guy just comes up with a chainsaw.
Yeah,
and
challenge is
chops
peg
your
leg.
leg off. Now you're a pirate.
No, like but I'm just saying that like you could be
Yeah.
healed all the way up to that point and dealt with everything perfectly all the way up
Healing.
to that point,
Oh,
and now you have to
healing.
deal. I know. Well, that's exactly what I'm
Crap.
saying. Unfortunately, I'm agreeing with that lady. I'm unfortunately agreeing with her. Right message, wrong delivery.
Yeah.
Right message, wrong delivery, lady. You're right. People do because you're right. Like you could be healed, and then all of a sudden something completely uproots your life. You have all new healing to do. Like you're never fully there. You'll never be 100% of anything. So that I do wonder, like I don't know. There's always more lessons to learn. So even our spirit guides, I'm sure at some point, like out or like the problems become bigger than them. Like and they probably have to either like go find their spirit guides. Oh my god, do you think it's a pyramid scheme?
Oh yeah. No, it actually is. So there's like tiers. I've read
Oh
about
my
it
god.
yeah, I've read about it in Dwarf
I
Cannon's
believe
book.
it! Because they
So if
probably need
you
guidance! Oh my
there's
god!
like guides, then there's like other people, and it's like it's literally a tier. It's a tier.
I believe
So
that. I believe
yeah,
that. So you can
there's
be the guide of
something.
the guides. Like you can be the yeah.
Yeah. There's definitely some things I've done that my spirit guides are probably like, are they like
But
want to
it's
tag
also
in?
but it's
And they're like,
yeah. Yeah.
like
But
she's
again, I
just
would
proud of
think
me.
of it more of like buckets versus like singular tallies. Like drops in buckets. How many drops have you put in the good bucket versus how many drops have you put in the bad bucket? It's more of a weight. And eventually your scale tips. Like you can, like now you don't get as much weight with the bad stuff, right? For the scales to tip. Your good one has to be like, but you get a couple little drops and it's not going to really change like the weight. That's how I like to think about like morality. It's like no one's going to be perfect. Like everyone's going to have
Right.
like,
Yeah, of
but you have to
course.
think of it, in my opinion, of like, drops in a bucket versus because if you ever look at and then you go, oh, I made those 3 mistakes. Okay, 3 mistakes versus, and even looking at tallies, if you look at 3 versus 100,
3
they still
mistakes,
are going to
3
say I see
lessons.
3.
You
But if
have
you
to
think of
look.
a bucket
Yeah.
with 3 drops of water and you think of a bucket with 100 drops of water, there's nothing in that shit. There's nothing in there. There's some weight in your, so yeah. But obviously, and with tallies too, like that, the weight of things, like you could put like, okay, not everything's like weight. Now I'm just really getting on my metaphor. But like if you do something horrible, it's not worth just one single tally. Like you can't look at your life in like good instances that I did versus like bad. You have to look at it as like, have I done more good or more bad? And then try your hardest to like keep doing the good stuff.
Yeah, of course. That's what life's
Yeah.
about. It's, lessons. We're just here to
Yeah.
learn lessons. We make mistakes, and we're not just here
Mhm.
for lessons. We love and we meet people
To
that are gonna help
love.
us
Yup.
grow. to love,
To
to
have
grow,
fun, to yep,
enjoy Earth and life. Like, if people
to help
really are,
each other. Like,
yes, to support each other. If people are really dying and souls and spirits are dying to get to Earth and we're here, we might as well enjoy it and take
mhm,
advantage of it while we can. Like, yeah, it sucks and, corporate America, working capitalism, but at the same time, there's so many great things like traveling, friendship, love, whether it's platonic or romantic, animals, mountains, like so much
mhm.
that we can take advantage
Yeah,
of that we have to.
totally.
Important.
Creation, all sorts of things.
Yeah.
That's like, I know you have like a lot going on and stuff, but it's nice to have something like a podcast or something. You're creating something. And again, even if
Yeah.
zero
Yeah.
people look at it, you are literally creating something and putting it out in the world. Like that is better than like not better, but that is more than a lot of people can say. Like
Yeah.
that's literally all it takes is putting yourself out there. And obviously like people would be like, well, then I'm going to rage bait. And it's like, shut up. That's literally, you're pulling a negative, like, yes, in a society that, like, understands how much negative energy, like, attracts other negative energy, you have to, like,
Yeah.
try to, yeah.
Your vibrations attract whatever you're vibrating at. If you're vibrating at a lower vibration, you're going to attract those lower vibrational people. So if you don't have much confidence, if you have low self-esteem, like you're gonna either attract like narcissists that are gonna take advantage of that, or also people that have low self-esteem and low confidence. And when you're at a high vibration and you can attract those high vibrational people. And yeah, it's pretty cool, you
Yeah.
know?
And in yeah, totally. And in my opinion, that's why I tend to trust people more when they have I don't even want to say less friends. Less friends is not the thing, but then when they're more selective on the
Yeah.
people that they spend time with and stuff. And that includes like in big groups and things like that, like, people will call you lame and or whatever and stuff like that, but I'd rather spend
Alright.
time alone than
Exactly.
in a low vibrational setting with like a lot of people. And I'm not saying that
Well, it's not even a low
partying
vibrational
equals low
setting.
vibrational or whatever. Everything is so
Yeah.
situational, but it's very important to like remember that. Like it's so easy to look at like social media and stuff and be like, oh my god, everyone's going out all the time doing all this cool stuff with a million different people, like all this. You are throwing your energy in a lot of places, and that's
Yeah.
okay
And
if that's what you want to do.
I've always admired people when they tell me, "Oh, yeah, I only have 1 friend, or I only have 2 friends." They're like, "Yeah, I know it's lame." I'm like,
Oh
"That's not lame
yeah.
at all. That's just you have these 2 people that you trust that have been with you,
Hmm.
and those are your people, and that's okay." You don't
Yeah.
having many friends doesn't impress me. It shouldn't really impress people, like, "Oh, you only have 2 friends. What does that say about you?" It's like, no, that's not something that if you tell me, "Oh, I have 25
Yeah.
friends," I'm like, "Oh, cool." If you tell me you have 2 friends, I'm like, "Oh, cool." Like, as long as your friends are good people, like, I never want new people to be around my friends and be uncomfortable and be like, "Oh, this person said this to
Hmm.
me," or "This person made me uncomfortable." I don't have anybody
Yep.
in my circle that would make anybody uncomfortable. Nobody, because I wouldn't be friends with that person.
Well, I get along. I get along with
You do.
majority of people, and especially in like short stints and stuff for sure. And because I truly do like all of your friends and things. Like
That was the end of our episode. I know we kind of went crazy. Me and Danielle usually don't stay on topic and we're just all over the
we
place.
just
And
be
that's okay.
chit chatting.
I just wanted to, I wanted to come back and just have a
Get
chill
back in there,
episode.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Keep it
this was our
lighthearted, yeah.
this was our chill episode. I'm still
Well,
gonna have my
lighthearted.
therapist on. I've been waiting for her to come on, so we're gonna have some good topics there. And yeah, I got some good stuff coming for you guys. So let's pull a card. Let's pull a
Ooh,
card. See what we got going. Pull for the collective. Ooh, that one flew out. Oh my God. So we got, my hair's crazy. We got Page of Pentacles. And I'm pulling from the Light Seers deck, and I really like the Light Seers deck. Page of
I like
Pentacles.
that vibe.
Right? It's kind of like a yoga Page of Pentacles. is manifesting new opportunities, beginnings, good news, ambition, skills and training, financial opportunities, new career paths, new connections, exploration stage, a beginner, earth magic, making plans a reality. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it
feels very
does
fitting.
feel very grounding, go outside,
Yeah.
go get a hike in, love the trees, maybe do some yoga, but
Quit
go
my
ground,
job.
meditate, quit your job. All right, guys. Well, that is the end of the episode. Danielle, it's been a pleasure, as always.
As always.
And I love you so much. And I'll see you
Love
in
you
2
so much
days.
more.